Hey guys, Mark Kwok here. Today I want to talk about an icon, a staple in your wardrobe, and that is the white sneaker. I've talked about white sneakers a ton on this channel. I did a review on the Common Projects Achilles. That's like a classic white shoe. But I actually have multiple pairs of white shoes, and it's because it is so versatile. It honestly goes with almost any outfit. It can lean formal, it can lean sporty, it can do a lot for you, and that's why it's one of the most versatile pairs of shoes you can have. And so that's why I have multiple versions of them. Today I want to touch on 3 of my favorites, and I've talked about them in the channel in various ways. I'll try to link up to a couple of those. But let me tell you right now that these are the ones that I've carefully chosen after many, many years of being in the somewhat sneaker game. So up first are the classics, the Achilles Low Common Projects. These, I mean, you've heard about them. I made a video specifically about them. These are kind of the most iconic white shoes out there. They're very expensive and something that I would recommend getting, but with some reservations. There's a lot of substitutes out there that are much cheaper. But what I will say is that, you know, I have a pair of these, my wife has a pair of these, and we both just use that as our main place to go when we can't or don't want to think. When there's an outfit we have on, it's almost guaranteed that the white sneakers will work with them regardless of what color or fabric or whatever is happening. They look clean, they look good, they look classic and timeless. So if you're interested in them, I would look for a sale here and there. It's hard to find those sales, to be honest, because Common Projects generally doesn't, put the classic white ones on sale. But if you can find a retailer every now and again that gives like 30, even 35% off, I would snatch them up in an instant. I will say, every one of these shoes, just FYI, I have not cleaned because this is exactly what it looks like on the day-to-day, and I don't want to fake it to you guys. This has not been cleaned for a while, but you can brush it, you can wipe it. I mean, this has been used to death, and it looks pretty good still. The second shoe I want to talk about is the Replica by Maison Martin Margiela. The cues here are really from, I think I've seen them in like the Adidas Samba, but basically you got sort of suede throughout the trims here, but then it's also that just regular white leather that you would see also like on the Common Projects. And they're just a little bit more interesting design-wise than a pair of just regular white sneakers. What I love about this shoe is that this is also a fairly classic design. I think that, this kind of look has been around for a long time, and it's just visually different from just a regular pair of white sneakers. And so you get that variety, yet still the same timelessness that you get out of just a white sneaker. It'll match with almost anything as well because the trim here is very subtle. We're talking like light gray, it might as well be white. Again, these are very expensive, and I say these are not for everyone. The Common Projects could be more so for everybody, but the reason why I want to say that is that there is a portion of this shoe that is, I guess, a little bit lifted in the middle of the sole. And so just know that, and it might be uncomfortable for some people. So this is a hard one that I could recommend to like just buy blind. I would try it on, see if there's a return policy. And if it doesn't fit you, then it's no good. But if it does fit your foot okay, then I tell you, this is one of the classics. It's one of my go-tos as well. I love this shoe. The third shoe I want to talk about, yet another expensive one because it's from Common Projects. I'm telling you ahead of time here, all 3 of these are very expensive, and I would only get them if you're very, very sure of the design or you want that premium white sneaker. And I would not recommend getting all of them. This is after many years that I did this, and also many research of sales. But this is the Track 80 by Common Projects. And it's white, but it's also a lot of gray, and it's also beat to death right now because I use them a lot. The Track 80 is a little bit more different. I'd say this is more in trend with today's style than it is like a classic like the Achilles or even the Margielas. This one is kind of looking at like a chunkier silhouette, and it is chunky, but not super chunky, and that's what I like about it. This is also very much similar to the Margiela, and it has like a suede trim. There's suede here, suede there, suede here, and it's just that awesome kind of different look than the average white shoe. So these Track 80s, one thing I will say about them is that they actually have quite a lifted heel. Now that could be a good thing or a bad thing for you. I am literally like, I think, an inch taller in these than in my other shoes. And that can be concerning if you're, like I don't know, already too tall or something. Okay, so 3 white sneakers. The main thing here is get yourself a pair of white sneakers. It doesn't have to be these super premium high ends. There's a lot of other brands out there. Koyo is one that I think is pretty popular, that's doing quite well with white sneakers. Look at a bunch of them, do your research, find one that you like, and get it into your wardrobe, because I tell you, it's one of the best pieces to have. All right, so thank you so much for watching. My name is Mark Kwok. I'll see you guys on the next one.